Hey y'all, welcome to the channel that brings you multidimensional content, which means that the readings are from an expanded and a broad point of view, and that they're not for a specific time but should resonate with you whenever you come across them. So, I'm doing collective readings, and yeah, if you resonate with the title, cool. Let's go into it. The Six of Fire and the Ace of Fire. Isn't this so fucking beautiful? This is you. This Ace of Fire, which is this one, is becoming the Six of Fire. It's like blooming or coming out and being seen, like, you know, for what it is. And that's you. That's you. That's your sensual energy. That's your heart space energy. It's like you were holding it back, but it's finally gonna come out. This Three of Water here is talking about how, yeah, in the past you've always been scared of people being overwhelmed by you, and in turn you kind of overwhelmed yourself with all your, like, you know, you overwhelmed yourself with trying to restrict yourself. And now with this Magician card, to be honest, you're kind of letting go. You're letting go of this idea that you have to hold yourself back in relationships. You finally realize that what you need to do is find someone who can accommodate, or you need to find someone that has space for all of you. Someone who has space in their heart, who has space within their consciousness is actually what it is. You're needing to find someone who has space within their consciousness for all of you. For the intuitive you, for the rational you, for the boss you, for the baby you, for the Netflix and chill you, whatever, you know, like you're no longer hiding certain aspects of yourself just because you're afraid. Some of you were even hiding how smart you are, how funny you are, how successful you are, because your person was afraid of you attracting like other people, and in turn you became smaller in order to accommodate your relationship and the person who you were with. You are so done with that. But what I'm getting is because you've, like I said, some of you have met someone who is big enough to hold all of you. You get what I'm saying? And firstly, you're beautiful. Like, as a person, you're a beautiful person. Like, when you allow yourself to be who you are completely, it's like this beautiful song. Like, it's like this beautiful motion of flourishing. You know, it's kind of like, you know, those National Geographic videos where you watch like a flower bloom in like time lapse mode type of thing. That's kind of you when you believe and love yourself enough to never put yourself down just to make someone else comfortable. And shit, so many things open up for you. Oh, that's what the Seven of Water is. So many things open up for you. So a lot of you, okay, I'm getting, it's like when you decided, you left a relationship that kind of made you feel small, and when you decided to be all of you, all of a sudden, like, you had all of these options. Some of you might be on dating sites, and you know, like, you're getting them likes, you know, people are swiping right. When it comes to you, you actually, yeah, I'm getting you have a lot of options. Okay. Ooh. So don't be scared to choose. Don't be scared to be sovereign in this situation. Be okay with that. Don't be afraid to date. Don't be afraid. I would actually advise that. I would advise you to kind of practice your newfound sovereignty when it comes to expressing yourself, particularly in love, right? Don't be so quick to want to find the one, or you know, tie yourself down. I know that's a bad term, I'm just using it for this reading, but like, don't be so quick to do that. Like, based on this Seven of Water card, I would be like, yeah, date. And I think it's gonna be very beneficial for you to date. I'm sorry that I'm shallow, but I'm seeing like a lot of gifts, like roses, chocolate, wine. I'm seeing a variation of dates, you know, park dates, grab a drink date, let's dance date, shit. Um, there's so much more to the relationship world than you allow yourself access to based on the society teachings about relationships. It's like you are so rushed to just find a person and settle down. Like, oh my God. And it's like that kind of teaching kind of drove us more towards feeling like we failed every time a relationship didn't work, and also not giving ourselves enough space to learn who we are in relationships, right? And allowing you to also learn the kind of person you want to be with. So a lot of us just ended up like in the same relationship over and over again, or like with the same person over and over again, not understanding like this isn't working. Number one, it's because you're not fully expressing yourself, and so it's making you attract like a smaller version of you, basically, right? Oracle, yes. Babe, can I tell you something? A lot of people want to date you. Like, a lot of people want to show you a good time. A lot of people want to love you. A lot of people want to fuck you. A lot of people want to do things to you that you would enjoy. Like, a lot of people want to give you pleasure. A lot of people just kind of want to, whatever their notion of giving love is, they want to do that with you. You have this energy where a lot of people feel like you're their soulmate. A lot of people feel a connection with you. And a lot of people want to do right by you, fam. You haven't experienced a lot of that in the past with this thinker card, and it's not in a bad way. It wasn't bad luck, it wasn't anything. It was just that's the stage of life you were at, okay, where you received a limited amount of everything, so even a limited amount of yourself, like you therefore attracted a limited amount of yourself, which is what we do in relationships. We attract aspects of ourselves. And yeah, a lot of things are changing. Like, I know this has been forever, right? Like, a lot of boyfriends, a lot of friends, but this story, this never ending story, it's changing. It's changing into something else. It's changing into unity, and it's changing into surprise, like joyful surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine a surprise party that you actually wanted. You know how we're literally convinced that people hate surprise parties? Like, I love surprise parties. Like, what? And this is like a surprise love bomb, is what I'm getting. It's like a lot of people are all of a sudden, yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's almost as if like your world has weeded out people that represent a version of yourself that's just like not confident, because how that is like a lot of people are intimidated by you and they don't have the confidence to approach you, but that actually reflects the aspect of yourself that actually isn't, as much as you're successful and beautiful and smart and handsome, you have these insecurities when it comes to expressing yourself in relationships. And yeah, your matrix has basically weeded out like those people, and that's because you're different, you're so much more confident, you are authentically yourself, and I think that means the same word, but yeah, you represent a very an aspect of yourself that is in love with itself, basically. And so you are attracting people that genuinely want to impress you and want to exchange with you, be it like exchange ideas, exchange love, exchange more. Yeah, but basically, and that's what I'm saying, like, make this an adventure, you know, like make it a story to tell your grandchildren one day. Like, be confident, go wild with it. Don't be afraid. Allow yourself to step away from this notion of the fact that you're looking for a certain stability within a relationship. You already have stability. You don't have to go find your stability in a relationship. There's nothing wrong with stability in a relationship. But you, who I'm speaking to, you don't need stability in a relationship. Like, you are stability. So naturally, um, the interactions that you engage in will be stable as they need to be. Like, not a crutch, not someone to save you from yourself, not someone to uplift you because you can't uplift yourself. No, like an equal. An equal. And there isn't one, there's many. And explore. Allow yourself to exit a notion that you didn't create from yourself. Like, you found it here. You were born into it. And they said, this is how relationships are. This is how we treat the opposite sex or the same sex if you're in a same sex relationship. This is how we just treat love as humans. Like, nah. Step out of that. Just because you've expanded and grown so much already, like, beyond it. For real, it's like the way in which we were taught how to go about our relationships, guys, for most of us, it's not working. Like, it did not work out. And that's okay. Like I said with the previous collective reading, stay away from conspiracy theories. Don't worry about who lies to us and the cabal and the they lie to us. Like, don't worry so much about that. Just worry about your growth. Not worry, but like concentrate on your growth and the fact that you are lucky enough to have expanded past the day-to-day conditioning of relationships, because relationships are so much more fun than you've experienced before. They are so much more of a flowering moment. There's so much more of a blooming moment than a lot of things in the world, and you're about to experience that. So yeah, that's what I got for you. I hope that resonated, guys. Later.